Okay, so I'm going to show you how to install KeePass on a PC. So you want to find the KeePass website and look for downloads. And what you want is the installer for Windows. This portable one is something you can put on a zip drive and take to different computers. You don't want the old version, you want the latest one. Download it. You're going to get this little timer here. It'll time out for 5 seconds, and then you'll see something pop up at the bottom of your screen. It'll say it's downloading. And you want to say save. At least I normally would save it. And while it's downloading there, you can get rid of the browser. You won't be needing that right now. And the download is complete, so now that it's downloaded, you can run it, give it some privilege, and close the stuff in the background. Now we're in the installer, accept the agreement, take the defaults. You can install probably all this stuff. You don't need a desktop icon. You can if you want. I normally do a quick launch, then install. And it's going to be on your machine here in a second. And that's it. You can launch it. I'm going to show you about plugins later on. And now it's going to ask you if you want to automatically update. If you're on your home machine, I would click yes. If you're on a big domain like at the school or something, I would normally disable that. But go ahead and enable that. And you want to create a new database, and it's going to tell you about this as a new database, and give it some. Doesn't really matter what name you give it. They say database. You can change it to something more personal if you want, like say my passwords, and save it. And now you're going to have to give that database a master password. Now this is the password that you're going to have to enter every time you want to get a password out of your database that you've saved. And I'm just going to put password in here for now. It's going to complain about it, but that's okay. And now you can, this database name, you can give the same name as your file or give it some other name. This is like an internal name that's saved inside the database. You can give it some more description, whatever you want in here. And then you say OK. We probably do want to give it a default username. This is handy. So whatever your most common username is when you're logging into this different sites. So this is important to say here. It recommends that you print a copy of this stuff you've just entered, because you'll need that if you ever forget like your global password or where you put the file or whatever. I'm going to skip that right now, but definitely you would want to print that out if you're on your home machine. Now this database they've set up, I have 2 entries in here. You can delete their samples they've created. I'm going to show you how to create an entry from scratch. Click right over here where it says add entry. Now you can give it some sort of title for your entry. This is going to be someplace where you're going to you're going to have a password for this place. So let's say books. And I know Dad's not my username there, but I'm going to just leave that for now. Give it some dummy password here. I'm just going to type in dummy, and you have to give it a URL. This is we're on the web. It'd be www.abebooks.com, and you can put some comments in the notes there if you want. Now you have an entry in your database called abebooks. If you right-click on it, you can get the URL, and you can choose what browser you want to use to open it. Let's try Internet Explorer, and when you click on that, it'll go right straight to abebooks. Now if you click on Sign On at abebooks, you're going to get your little prompt for your user information. So go back to your KeePass and right-click on the entry again and click on username, And you can paste that in there, right click and paste. Back to my passwords, right click, copy password, back, right click, and paste. Now sometimes you won't be able to right click in that field. I know my bank does that. Then you have to do a shift insert, and it's not working because I've lost my my password. So let's pick up that password again. Now shift and insert. I'm not doing a right click, and there's my dummy password. And of course it doesn't work because that's not real data. But you probably don't want to save your passwords if you're on a public machine. But that's pretty much how you use this. Now you have to save your database file. See how the thing here is blue? Means it hasn't been saved yet. And now it's saved on your disk. If you go back and open it up again, KeePass, where'd it go? There it is. And you enter your master password. I said password on mine. Okay, and there's your 8 books. And you're all set. Now I'm going to go and show you some more on plugins in the next video. So you definitely want to check that out because it's really powerful. It'll just give you some shock and awe with this tool.